Hello, everybody. Welcome. Happy Monday. Today, I'm really excited. We are going to be looking at a brand new collection from Eureka Crystal Beads. And those of you who don't know what these collections are, they are a collection that includes beads, findings, and different things. And it's all based around a theme. And they're not subscriptions, so you can just purchase the collection as a bundle. It's just a one-off, purchase. You're not committing to anything else. You're just purchasing the collection. And usually they put out 2 collections a month. So they'll put out a larger collection at the beginning of the month, which is their kind of main one for the month. And then mid-month, they put out a LITE collection. And this is a LITE collection. But the exciting thing is that previously the LITE collections have been reboots of a larger collection that they've released before. This time, and I believe going forward, the LITE collections are just going to be little mini collections that have they're just standalone. They didn't come from a previous collection. So this is a brand new LITE collection that they have never had this collection before. So I'm super excited about that. They are going to put out 2 different bundles with the launch of this collection. So if you want to save money and get more than one collection, this is a great option. Okay, so they're going to have the first bundle is going to be the September 2025 collection duo. And that is going to include Plot Twist, which is their main collection for September that they released. And then it's also going to include this LITE collection. Okay, so that's one bundle. And the second bundle is called the Nautical Treasures Collection Bundle. And that is going to include the Nautical Reverie, which was the main collection for July, and this one, okay, this LITE collection. So either of those bundles, if you purchase them, you're going to be able to save $58 off purchasing the 2 individually, okay? So that's while supplies last, obviously. Okay, so let's take a look at this LITE collection. So it is called The Treasures of Time, and it is a LITE collection. And I have not even opened it yet, so we're going to be looking at it together, which is pretty exciting. Okay, so it comes wrapped in tissue, and you'll get your little, thing and a little card. And this card's really cool because it has like a sizing chart and a ruler and everything on it, which is really great. And you get a little sticker. So lots of fun there. Okay, and then we have a little sticker that says thank you. I'm going to carefully peel this off. Okay. So here is the collection, and this is the first, they always include an inspiration photograph. So this is the inspiration photo, and they told me that they wanted to do a collection that was inspired by kind of brass and bronze and, the metallic colors. So that's what this is, and this is really cool. It looks kind of steampunk or something. I like this. Okay, and then here on the back, you can see there's the bag with the collection in it. So we'll open this up, and there's a piece of paper in here that is going to tell us everything that's in the collection. And it also has a little inspiration paragraph here. And then if I, again, gently open the sticker. Okay. So as I said, this is called the Treasures of Time Collection LITE. And this is what we are getting in the collection here. So everything is numbered, and everything within the collection, you will see here, has numbers on it, which correspond to the items on the list. And it also gives their SKU number. So if you need to order more, you can do that. You can also order more from within their website, just on the collection page. Down below, they have everything listed, and you can add individual items to the cart as you want to. So you'll see here we're getting seed beads, we're getting some check glass beads, we're getting a Krakowski crystal, we're getting Chinese crystal, glass cabochons, and some bindings. I mean, that does not really sound light to me, but okay, I'm here for it. Okay. So here is then you have a little bag within the bag that has all of your bits and pieces in it. So I'm going to open this up and I'll be back in a second. Okay, so this is everything that you are getting in the pack, and honestly this does not feel like a LITE collection to me. It feels almost like one of their full collections. So let's take a look. So first of all, we're getting some Miyuki seed beads number 458, which is a kind of iris bronze color. It has a little bit of variation in there. I don't know if that's really being picked up, but it's got kind of slightly different colors in there, like more purple, and so that is an iris color. And so you're getting a full tube of that. And then next here we have a Miyuki mix, and I poured some out because I wanted to see what was in it. And all kinds of things in here, I have to say. It's pretty interesting. So we have some 15-0s, we have some 11-0s, which are these brown, and there's some yellow ones as well. And then we have some 8-0s as well here. Right there is an 8-0. We have some 6-0s, which are these yellow ones. And even, I think these must be 5-0s. I'm not really sure, but you can see they are a kind of lined color of larger bead there. We also have some cubes in here, and we have some bugle beads as well, and we also get some drops. So it's quite an interesting mix. So you get a whole tube of that. Miyuki mix number 9, that is. Okay, so that's kind of fun. Also from Miyuki, some people don't realize delicas come in different sizes as well. So we are getting some 8-0 size delicas, and that's what this is. And these are color number, they are DBL, which means large. 901 is the color number. So aren't those pretty? Very nice. And we are also getting some 15-0 delicas. So they don't just come in 11-0, they come in 15-0, they come in 8-0 as well. Okay, so here is what we are getting. These are 15-0s. So these are DBS, which means small, 1, 2, 3. So it's kind of I think a root beer color. Hopefully you can see that there. Okay, so you get to play with some different sizes of delicas. And also here, I poured some of these out as well. We have some Toho Magatamas, and this is the color, very pretty bronze color. Well, it's just called bronze, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, bronze. So you get a whole tube of those. So they're kind of useful for little drops. But yeah, very pretty, aren't they? I like the shape of those. Okay, moving on from our seed beads now, we have here some check glass fire polish beads. These are 4mm, and they kind of remind me of like tortoiseshell style, you know. Those are really pretty, kind of topaz, but with a little bit of brown in there as well. Aren't those pretty? I love those. Next up here, we are getting some check drook beads. So these are not pearls, these are check drooks. and they are in this gorgeous bronze color. I mean, aren't those pretty? These are 6mm. You get a whole strand of those. So pretty. I really like this colorway, this kind of metallic colorway. We are also getting a full strand of some check glass lentil beads, and these are 6mm lentils. And you can see they are a kind of brass color here. So lentils are just, they're kind of like drops. The hole is off to the side. You can see there where it's strung together. I haven't snipped them apart yet. Okay. And then next up here, we are getting some Krakowski crystal rounds. So these are 4mm, and they are in this pretty topaz color. And just look at the sparkle on these guys. I really hope that's picking up because they are super sparkly for me. Aren't they gorgeous? I love those. Moving on here, we have some Chinese crystal rondelles. 2mm stringing length by 3mm wide. Again, in this really pretty kind of metallic, almost a copper color, I would say. So you get a whole strand. It's quite a big strand. You get a lot of beads here. I love using these. They just add so much sparkle into your piece. Okay, next let's look at our cabochons here. So first of all, we are getting a German glass cabochon, and this is so pretty. Can you see how it's got like a floral leafy oak design on it? And it's kind of just gorgeous. It's mirrored on the back, so that's what gives the shine through the cabochon. Isn't that so pretty? So this is 18mm by 13mm. Just gorgeous. I love that. And then we're also getting a Preciosa glass cabochon. This is a 13mm round, and again, it's just so pretty. Really fun. And the back is coated with a gold colored coating. And that's probably what gives the shine through the front. So nice. Okay. And this, I love this because this is like, see on the picture, they have this like telescope. It reminds me of that. I love the way they tie in the inspiration photo. I just realized I forgot to talk about these. These are also part of the check beads. So these are called Wibe duos, and they are 2-hole beads. There is a front and a back, so you can see here this one is now on the front. It's slightly more domed. The back is slightly more flat. Okay, so just make sure when you're beading that you realize that there's a right and a wrong side. And this is a metallic bronze iris mix here, so that's why we have different shades. We have anything from this purple to this more grayish color to this lighter color to a more dark warm color. So there's all different shades, and that's a matte finish there. Okay, so you do get some Wibe duos, and I've never used these. There are so many different shapes and sizes of beads. It's like impossible to try out everything. So I'm pretty excited. I get to try out something I've never tried out before. All right, then let's talk about findings. So first of all, we are getting a pair of these pretty little Gleamcraft earring posts with a star and a loop, and you also get the backs for them as well, and they're protected. You just pull that off, but yeah, when they come, they have that protective bit on there. So very pretty. Again, with the inspiration photo, you can kind of see there's like maps and a globe here. So it kind of reminds me of like a compass. So I really love how they tied this all together. Next up, we are getting a pair of Gleamcraft patterned round metal beads. These are 9 millimeters. Very, very pretty. These are quite heavy. They feel really good quality. Next here, we have a Tibetan style toggle clasp. Isn't that cool? Very unique. I love that. So we might have to make a bracelet with that. We'll see. And then next we have these links. These are Gothic style filigree connectors. So you get 4 of those, and you can see here they do have a loop at the top and the bottom, so you can join things together with those. Very, very pretty. Again, really nice quality. We have some frame link circle connectors here, and they are patterned on both the front and the back. As you can see, these are quite large. They are 38.5 millimeters. So you get a pair of those. Okay. And then we also have a pack of head pins, 24 gauge, 2-inch head pins, and they just have a little, quite a small, these are quite thin. 24 gauge is quite thin, so very dainty and delicate, and that'll be good if you want to string your, you know, some crystals or something on there. It's the right size to fit through the smaller beads, okay? Then let's talk about chain. So first up here, we have some cable chain, again, in this like antique brass finish. And so that is your kind of standard cable chain that you get there. And then we also have some Rolo chain, and this is a 4 millimeter chain, and you get a full meter of each of the chains, so you get lots of chain to play with, which is really fun. I love that they added the chain. I think it makes it kind of all look quite steampunk, like I said earlier. So anyway, really fun. A lot of beads in this LITE collection. I'm really impressed with it. Do click on the link down below if you are interested in finding out more, and check out their website as well. Lots of good things. And my discount code is still valid until the end of October. If you are a new customer, you can get a discount if you use the code JULES15. Okay, so you'll get 15% off your order with that code. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this, and I am just so excited. I will be making 2 projects using this collection. So do subscribe if you're not subscribed so that you can follow along with that. Okay, take care. Bye.